Oh, it is Tuesday again. Sorry, we missed you last week. There you go.
They don't know. I still have a video I have to edit and put together.
Greetings, world.
Welcome back to the 3-Star channel, where the content is exactly what you expect it to be.
2 stars.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you.
Okay.
That makes this shit up. That's the same thing we say every time. And he gives the same
lukewarm
response.
spaghetti. It doesn't taste gross, but the texture and the temperature make it feel kind of weird.
Did you say that because we had spaghetti for dinner? Is that why you brought up lukewarm spaghetti?
No, it is not.
Are you not?
I'm being serious. No, it's not.
And our recap, Sir Bucket. Sorry, Lord Bucket. That's your title, actually.
Last time on Journey to the Fae, we went to somebody's house. Somebody's house is kind of irritating to some people.
Not gonna
One
name
person's
Foxy
sister is a
interior
vampire
person.
now, and that kind of tickles his boyfriend the wrong fancy. We found out that one of our guy's siblings has nothing to do with kidnapped children, and now we're staying in a shack in the middle of the woods to try and figure out our next move while we have dinner dates with the in-laws. This has been Journey to the Fae. What in the world will happen next?
What was with that horrible tone of voice?
It's because I told him he had to do a monotone voice this time. He has to mix it up.
What happened to our, if you're gonna give the intro, you gotta give it your all.
It's because I asked him what the weather was earlier, and that's the exact way he told me the weather. And I said, Bradley, that's how you should do the recap.
Sorry, that was easy to dry. That was easy to dry, joyless, mechanical hand job of D&D intros. All right, I'm gonna peace out, my friends. Finals week are hitting.
You have to
I'm
stay for the beginning.
Gonna
You
drink
had
plenty
to.
of these. Do I have? I've got work to do.
You can be in and out. You're
I'm
just right over there.
Yeah, I'm honestly just gonna be sitting in the living room, straight vibing, as the kids apparently
But they
say.
said you have to stay here for the opening. For the beginning.
That was the opening.
Oh,
You
you
have
just needed to do that. I thought you meant you needed to stay
You
a
have
little
open.
longer.
Good job.
Hasta luego, mi amores.
No, be like a bad coworker and fuck off.
Damn.
Hey, at least I actually do shit when I fuck off.
Yeah, that's what they all
We're
say.
together.
Bitch, I got the math proven.
Damn, your buddy got me that high up to math it.
I didn't hear a single goddamn
Hey,
word
hey,
you said.
didn't you know that if you fuck the two people with the same name, it cancels out? You have to do that math.
Print out today. Somebody had my name on the back of their license plate. Brad H.
Well, Bradley, someone else may have Brad with an H name.
I know. It's just kind of surreal seeing it on someone's license plate out of nowhere.
Next time I meet a Megan, I'm gonna be like, oh, how dare you have my name?
So next time you meet a Megan, the X-File thing's gonna play in your head.
Because it's the third one.
I
It's actually
know a lot
more
more than that.
Megan's a very common name for our age.
I also went to high school with a girl.
All right, rounding it back into the actual D&D stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're waiting on our DM, who's coloring.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
It's mostly going to be a player-driven thing. Where were y'all last time?
We had just finished interrogating.
We did.
Yes, I do recall that.
We were walking down to the house.
And you had just been going into Ascorn Extension.
I had done that earlier. I had not just done that. That was early. That was before we ever came outside.
That was the before.
It's been a couple weeks. Fight me.
That's why I was informing you.
Wait, technically,
I'm fairly certain it's like afternoon.
It was.
are you sure you want to fight? Because the last thing I said from Aramis was, let's go punch some gods in the face. And that's a quote. So, you sure you want to fight? Aramis is ready to fight.
Apparently, everyone's not ready to fight today.
It was about like.
Turn
8
down your
p.m.
mouth. Thank you.
Did you hear me?
No.
It was like 8-ish p.m.
That's the time for bed.
Woo. Next.
Good job. You did.
It takes a minute. I mean, I'm just saying. Once again, this is mostly going to be player driven, so What are y'all fucks doing?
I'm gonna talk to Aramis about getting the rest of Identify learned.
Yeah, I actually have to talk to Aramis because Aramis just left.
Aramis, will you teach me how to cast Identify? Even though you're not over here.
All right, so the first thing you're gonna want to do,
All right, that's a yes.
And that's what you get.
I take up my hand and split open like my middle finger and like, okay, so I know it's kind of Phoenix languages, but the first thing you want to do is, and then I start teaching you Identify.
Yeah, we had 3 hours done last time, so 2 hours because it's the first level spell.
All
That was what
right.
you said.
Or is that what you guys are gonna do for the like 2 hours straight?
Yes,
Well, yeah, I got nothing better to do.
I
Are
got
you
all my
going to
questions
be
asked.
Stitching in the house.
Aramis will not.
Yeah, if I can get away with it now.
I'll be with Aramis outside the house.
All right. So I assume you're gonna be in the back garden.
Hell yeah, gardens are tranquil.
Fuck yeah, garden.
Gardens are twink.
Fuck yeah, garden, it reminds me of Meta.
Aw.
You better send and stone that to her. Or, honey, I'm sitting in a garden thinking about you.
I'll let you know, guys, because that bitch will be.
Mhm. They are.
You love us. All right. Fuck sick. What are y'all doing?
Making my way up on the roof to sit above my room because I am here and we are sitting on the fucking roof looking at the stars like a family again.
Oh, your trauma just a little bit, one star at a time.
What do I need to roll?
Invited to this, or am I
Yeah.
chilling?
You an Arcana check for me.
I don't want to intrude on your family night.
Your cat's
I
not
don't want
gonna
to
be
intrude on
possible to do
your
that.
family night.
You said Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
11.
Damn, dude, you're gonna have to.
11.
Did you use guidance?
I rolled a
Are we allowed, we're
3.
not allowed to use guidance on this shit, are we?
I guided myself because it's a skill check. Because
You got an 11 with guidance?
I got a 3, and then I got a 2 on guidance, and then I have a +6. So I got 11.
I don't think you're learning this.
Well,
Maybe.
you're definitely struggling, and it's going to take a bit more studies before you get it. Aramis, do you want to roleplay Eula not quite getting the last bit of Identify?
Okay, Eula, what are the magic properties of this? And I'm just gonna plop out some random magic item that we have.
Don't fucking know.
And don't tell me because you know what it is. Use your magic.
You will have to do another hour at least.
What did that?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Eula, it's not identify, it's identify.
Copyrighted for functions like this.
Well, get out of here, mother.
No, don't do that. We will get copyrighted.
All right, please, one more time. What?
It is not identify, it's identify. I'm fucking with you. That's not actually it.
Identity.
I'm you're
We keep working for another hour.
okay.
What are we doing for those, like, 3 hours?
First 3 magic circles are wrong. Let's go it over one by one, shall we?
So we have to roleplay there for 3 hours of sitting here going, how the fuck does Eula learn how to identify shit?
He doesn't, that's the problem.
Yeah, no.
I do an extra. I continue to learn until I learn this spell.
He's like, I'm gonna
Alright.
study until I know it.
Your DC has been increased. Roll an Arcana check.
Oh shit. Don't fail this time.
I got slightly better.
It's a 13, not bad.
You know what? How did you learn the spell?
15.
Is that 50?
1 5. I rolled a 7.
How does that sound better?
Because he got an 11.
I rolled a 19 then.
I think that's what would actually got it for you. I'm not sure if 15 is gonna work.
listen for at least 30 more minutes.
All right, we're gonna keep going.
There.
Let's keep going.
You're still kind of struggling to get all of the properties of things you try to identify. You want to roleplay her almost getting it this time?
You almost. What's one of the random magic items that we have?
We got potions of healing,
A Vorpal sword?
a ring of spell storing, bag of animal keeping, sword of 9 lives, ring of regeneration, ring of evasion.
You were really close, Eula. That's actually a sword of 9 lives, not a sword of 10.
Right. Sort.
Alright, do it again. Your DC has been increased for once more.
25 now, don't fuck up. You're so first.
I rolled a 10 that time, but I rolled good on guidance. I got a 4 on guidance. It was renewed 14, but I have a +6 Arcana, so dirty 20.
Good job.
Congrats. You have successfully learned identity.
God damn it!
It took you like what, 5 hours?
3.5 hours this time.
Extra.
You know, long time afterwards.
Alright. Do you want to roleplay her succeeding?
Hey, look at you. You finally figured it out.
Awesome. Now I have this other spell I need to learn.
God damn it. Eula, I mean this in the nicest way ever. You were being an awful wizard.
Y'all need to go to bed.
No, no,
It
no.
was 8 o'clock, so
When it gets light, or it starts getting nighttime, light up the oil.
Honey,
Aramis is gonna go to bed.
Honey, magic with song is definitely your strong suit. It is not magic with math.
Okay, yo.
Yeah. All right. Well, I
How
need
many
you
oils
to.
do you have left? You've been keeping up with that? Because you've used a lot of them.
Yep. I bought 20 at that one place.
What the fuck, man?
I have 9 left.
What are spies?
I'm going to. We're gonna work on enlarge, reduce. I don't know what that is afterwards. Like what level spell that is.
So we're gonna cut from y'all
Yeah.
for the moment, as Eula tries to aggressively learn spells as fast as she can, and we're gonna cut over to you two. What you doing? I know you're sitting on the roof, for fuck's sake. That's why I played music.
Hey, I did that shit today. On the roof.
I told him to join us on the roof. So
Look at you go.
we're all up there. I'm assuming.
So Ajax and Alitus are going to join you quickly. Elaine is going to go off to her room for a bit, before she quickly joins you.
Which side are they joining me on? Who sits where?
Um,
I'm assuming you sat by me, so I'm just gonna
This is
line with you
gonna
up
be very
straight.
awkward if I don't.
Who sits beside me and who decides to go plop themselves by Guy?
Ajax is going to put himself beside Kai. Alitus is going to sit beside you, and Elaine is going to sit in front of Alitus, but kind of between you and Alitus.
Got it. So I'm gonna set these like this, even though you did that. So here we go. Got it. We're set up.
All right. As soon as she goes to sit down, she's going to be like, I got approved, but I do have to leave early. Early.
How early is early?
No, like 4. A little bit, but it's fine. I don't need that much sleep.
We ever really slept? Any of us? You like your
Ajax
sleep.
went a bit. Mhm.
Okay, let's see.
Ah, so the two that sleep are over there. I'm just gonna look
I
back up.
wish all my memories weren't looking through fog.
I mean, Eula likes to figure out possibilities of finding ways to possibly look at things like that. We probably shouldn't try it, but there's an option here to get them back.
They're very dangerous.
I was told they will return with time, and patience, and the occasional going places where I should have memories to try to trigger them quickly.
Did you get any when you came home?
A lot.
Of our dumbasses? Probably was a lot to get in your mind at once.
Not as much as I think I wish happened, but I remember a lot of starlight. Do we need a pencil over there?
No,
What are we
both
doing?
yellow. I had it in my book. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. You colored this one. Little yellow. This is part of it.
Sorry, go back
My bad.
to him being absolutely rude and trying to steal my pencil.
Go.
Or not.
Have a pencil. Sorry. Go. Yeah. Let's go.
Anyway. I remember a lot of starlight. Being afraid of shadows? Darkness?
It was the dark.
It's ironic, isn't it? I'm not so afraid of it now. But I don't really remember the person who was. Not all the way. Although Alex gets assures me that apparently who I am now and who I was aren't that different.
You were slightly more bubbly back then, but I like this, Elaine.
You like this line just because she's alive?
No, I think Elaine fits in with it well.
What about you?
I'm alive.
I mean, I probably deserve that.
Sorry, man.
He sends a lot of emotion through the bond. And I have a sneaky suspicion it is because you.
You didn't do shit.
He's gonna lean over to him and be like,
It's not my fault. I'm fine.
You didn't tell him?
I didn't tell him how all of it works. He just knows that I talked to Aldous.
You guys fuck a lot.
It's actually been a whole week.
Congrats. 1 week. Wow. And with the perk at the end, it's been like a year. The next one. Hey. Fuck you.
We thought that there would be more when you were in Lemire all alone. You didn't have to bring people home.
Boring.
Then now I realize it did seem a little boring there.
Including the only one I would actually consider was Cynthia. But she's usually busy.
Hey, I'd recommend Lysithia.
Feywild Yelp. Here's a Feywild Yelp review of lovers.
Minty. This shit all the way over here.
Remember, don't smack too loudly. Bradley does not like the smacking.
Bradley is not here right now.
My apologies. Aramis doesn't like the snacking.
Aramis is not right now here either.
Anyways.
So back to the fact that I just said I could recommend my Scipia, or I would recommend my Scipia.
Okay.
That's what you did for quick.
And why is that? You know Lexicon?
Yeah,
I can't remember if we talked about this.
yeah, we did. No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Me as people did.
Yeah,
Like, I don't.
yeah, kind of no. Yeah,
You know her from the courts or some shit?
yeah, just the courts. No, I slept with her a few amount of times.
I do not need your help figuring out who to lay.
She tried to get back with me when I went to Vermeer to find you. Guess she didn't know that I was over there, and she saw me. It's a big ordeal because Puck. My mom's like right hand man.
Sure. Fine.
Yeah, that one. That was his girl for a while, and I didn't tell him I fucked her before they ever got together. And he kind of found out when he was in Vermeer. It was a big deal.
I think I'll refrain from my Scipia. Fairly certain I could just find love elsewhere. I'm sure.
The dumbass new trainees may want it. There was.
I do not want to sleep with the trainees. They're basically children.
Yeah, they put their weapons up at me. It's kind of rude.
You deserved it.
Probably.
What did you do?
I walked up.
You wholeheartedly deserved it.
I walked up to the headquarters with all these dumbasses with me.
Hey,
I think I just marked my face with Sharpie.
No, you didn't.
Look up so we can tell.
I do not.
you're good.
You wholeheartedly deserve it.
Yeah. I mean, all I did was raise their weapons. Hajime shot me in the foot, though.
Just hold it out.
Well, this game is good.
Ajax has also pulled out arrows from Hajime. Don't let it.
Stupid. God.
Save! Don't want kids.
I make from arrows.
This is why we're also
Pulling out.
gay.
Half.
Yeah, we are all half gay. Oh, wait. Elaine?
Elaine, are you half gay?
Or are you only sexual?
No, I'm not bisexual. Fuck you.
I knew it was sexual. Don't fuck me.
This girl straight in, this girl not.
I'm also fairly certain Alice is damn near asexual. Fuck off. Why are we giving me shit?
Oh no, asexual.
We're not talking.
Oh, fine.
We're not talking about this, or I will show Hajime how it's done.
Yeah, you're the most terrifying of us all.
Probably the smartest thing he said all day. Alright, so who's making the dumbass pictures with the fucking glowing lights? Alright, so grab one of yours and start drawing shapes and we can say which one's which. You heard
So
me?
that time.
Draw the pictures.
Draw the pictures.
What was it from?
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for you to
Raw
come
dick.
back. I heard raw dick.
Draw a dick.
I heard raw
I do
dick.
not want a detailed representation of your boyfriend's dick in stars.
I don't know.
That is not what I came here for.
If I drew anyone's, it'd be mine.
I do not want that either.
Draw arrows.
Matrix!
Yeah.
You've seen it.
And then my standards raised.
You've seen it up close and personal.
And then my standards raised. I know what I'm talking about.
Mine are so rose. Love you to death, but God.
That's why I don't talk about this with you guys. Some things are better left forgotten, I guess.
Yeah, you've seen all of our dicks.
Another lane. Truly.
They were all because you opened the bathroom door. On all three of them. Not at the same time. We all three were in the bathroom.
All three of us at the same time. Whipping her tits out on a circle jerk.
I was in the shower and you somehow did not hear the shower running and opened the bathroom door and came in there. And,
I was busy.
how do you know? I thought you didn't remember.
I don't know.
I'm assuming I was busy.
Alexis, I'm not sure if that one was actually a mistake. I told you he was in the shower and you still opened the door.
You stepped in.
That's what you needed to do. Ajax, because he walked out of his room butt ass naked because he was drunk.
That one I can remember.
Damn, that's the one you remember is drunk ass Ajax's dick.
It was a night.
It was a very, very rough night. What was that? Our first night?
First week?
Was our first week here?
That was supposed to be him. First week?
That was our welcome party. Because Hodgman brought us liquor. It was our housewarming party.
I had liquor stored in the room already.
Yeah. So did I. But my dick was not out.
What do you want me to say? It's not going to change the fact that she's seen my dick already.
You're the only one she remembers. Doesn't remember mine. She's probably already seen Alexis's again.
Both Alice's and Elaine.
They did not deny it.
Fuck off.
Oh,
Still
wow.
getting over. Really, are we going to spend our first night all together arguing over dick?
No, we're spending it how we always used to spend our nights.
Arguing over dick?
No, being assholes to each other. If you want to talk about something else, you could bring up a different topic. But this typically is what we always did. I messed with Elaine, about her crush on Alexis. Messed with Alexis about his crush on Elaine and the fact that neither one of them would tell each other, or apparently until now, or did anything until now. And me and Ajax just laughed silently together.
Definitely seen you just now.
Oh, really? Oh, I mean, since we got her back, because you didn't tell her before.
I know we didn't talk. There was a particular reason why I was a little bit adamant she not go.
Mm.
No.
Elaine's not pregnant. Sad face.
Elaine is a vampire who had died.
You can get pregnant still. Baby vampires.
I'm not about to Twilight this and have like weird demon have baby thing. No. Just no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for Elliot to be back so he can
Me
actually have
too.
I be a part of this conversation.
It's kind of why I'm stalling a bit.
It's also why I just keep messing with Altus and
Awesome. I'm working on my spell. Large reduce. It's a level 2 spell.
So it'll take. Like so many more than the level it was.
I don't know because I didn't do it last, but I know that the first level spell took 5 hours to do. Without any mess ups.
Look it up to see online how long it takes in D&D to learn a spell. Because I'm fairly certain it's money and time.
Oh yeah, it takes like a year.
It's a year.
if you have phones, that would be much quicker. But you want to blow time.
Roll checks.
Yes. So casually we've been messing with
They've been bullying.
yeah, but I've been bullying Altus in the lane. Found out that they fucked each other
Waiting for you.
while
to
you've
get
been gone.
And that's the problem why.
No, it's not a problem. I was just informing you that that's what happened while you were gone. No, I was just messing with them and they informed me that they had fucked. Yeah. We also talked about Elaine has seen all of our dicks. She only remembers seeing Altus's dick. Because she remembers the first week we moved into this house when we all got drunk and Ajax walked out of his room butt ass naked. And then I said, I bet she's seen Altus's dick since she got back, and they both flipped me off. And I said, it's confirmed. She didn't remember my dick though. That's where we were.
Hmm.
That's where we stopped. To wait on you to get back.
Sorry.
Hey,
So and C.
we were just stalling for time. It's okay. Alright, so where were we in the conversation? What dick were we on?
Just finished talking about the fact that we now know them to fuck. And that had been confessed more than now that they liked each other. And that there was a reason why Altus did not want her to leave. Or go on her own.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Surprise! This whole D&D campaign is just one big meme. Alright,
Honestly, same.
so do you want to continue role-playing every conversation we have, or do we want to kind of spark notes, cliff notes, how the night goes?
So there is one that I was going to ask Elaine to see if she answered the question, and then we can go past it.
Do you have anything to add to the conversation, or are you just listening into this whole...
Mostly listen. I honestly feel a little awkward, and Mrs. Kyle in her thoughts is like, he's having a family little thing. I don't really know these people, and I'm appreciative that he invited me, but what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Probably about halfway through, Ajax would have laid his head on your shoulder.
He's inviting you to the family. Does Ajax whisper anything to him while he is just chilling there beside him?
He's black, guys. Doesn't have to watch this at all the time.
No, I know.
Yeah, I was wondering if you'd be thrown off by him being like, your hair smells nice.
I want to smoke with me.
Yeah. Hey sis.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you're a general.
Yes.
What exactly do you do for my aunt?
I kind of am one of the co-generals for the healing division. I also tend to take in the trainees that get booted from the guidance of the other generals. So healing slash training, if that's what you could call it. And the help the rejected trainees train up so that they could be accepted into another division under an alias. Typically, only the strong really get a spot in Her Majesty's army.
Does she pick if they make it through, or does your other generals pick who gets to be in their units?
The other generals. She only picks the ones who are directly under her guidance.
She got her own unit?
Mm-hmm. She has faith that all of her generals are competent enough to man their own units without needing her to, babysit us. And as long as we get results and don't prove to, be unnecessarily cruel, strength rules. Strength at whatever you try to sign up for, they're not expecting me to go, toe to toe with anyone from the front lines. With ranged attackers.
Did you just never try, or because you've been able to hold your own against us. So
I liked where I am, and I felt like what I was doing was needed.
it was more of you couldn't, it's that you found your place.
Yeah. I also just never really thought about switching units. Not really something that appealed, so it just never thought about it, I guess. Originally, that's not what I had been, though.
What were you?
I had just been a trainee after I fully came to. They were trying to see, figure out what I had been before. Which took several months to try to piece together what all I had done, at least. They were hoping it would try to kickstart some memories, but other than my name and a few glimpses of memories, I didn't really have anything concrete enough to find anyone on. I think it took 4 months, maybe 6 months, before some of my more pronounced healing magics had come back. And when that happened, they figured I would just need a bit of a retraining. So I was sent for the healing, for the healers. Trained with them, built back up my own spells. Oddly enough, it was easier than everyone else. I have known them, which is kind of where we kept trying to find my memories.
Is someone there helping you find your memories?
Mm-hmm. A lot of the people in the healing unit helped me. Try to, at least. focus on head traumas and things like that. Even Her Majesty's fiance helps occasionally with some experimental drugs he wants to try. He always tastes awful though, so. Preference if he doesn't have an experimental drug to try. But they've never caused harm. Other than just tasting bad. And one of them was spicy, which was not exactly the most helpful. It only helped me remember I don't like spicy food. Now, once I've pretty much found my place amongst the healers, a couple of years had already passed, and purposefully forcing my memories has kind of got put on the back burner. Find drinks. Figured they would come when they were ready, since obviously everything he had been doing wasn't working, so. That's pretty much how it was until, everything got turned upside down when I ran into Ajax in the caverns, trying to find some herbs and mushrooms mostly. And then you pretty much know the rest. What about you? What have you been doing all this time? Other than apparently getting a new title according to Alatus.
Yeah. Well, us three kept working here. Ajax, of course, had his little side job in Remire to gain intel for us. When Ajax missed his time coming home, I set off for Remire to try to figure out what was going on, just see if he was stuck in some business. Got there, realized he was missing. Came back here to tell Hajime. Hajime told me not to go find him on my own, but I didn't listen to him and do it anyway. Alta stayed here to keep the house down and wait and see if he came down his way home.
And keep Hajime off your tail?
And keep Hajime off my tail, yeah. He was definitely just the distraction. I stayed in Remire for a while until, not Ty here. He didn't come to Remire, but Eula and Aramis came to Remire. And we took up the mission to go find the missing people of Remire together. And then we came here back into the Feywild. Had some interesting interactions with people and things trying to kill us. My mother stuck us in the maze.
That shit wasn't fun.
Oh, wait, we're sorry. Got to back up some. Met Kai here. Eula brought him back from a tavern. He finally got out of being unconscious.
You were unconscious?
Yes. It wasn't very fun.
What do you do? Still on your shoulder, by the way.
Observe.
What is as apparently?
No, I wouldn't be unconscious for that.
Kai, he just means like, what is your job?
I observe. I watch things. Talk things. Collect intel as well.
He doesn't have to answer you if he doesn't want to, asshat. Leave him alone.
He does things like us, but for other people.
Subtle.
Yeah.
Sarah, honestly, you didn't want to give out that information.
He said he observes. That's what we do. Just does it for other people.
Blood hunter?
No, cleric actually.
Ah, old person. More Elaine's domain than mine.
I don't think so. My domain doesn't like you very much. I'm still on
In
the
my
fence.
defense, I didn't sign up to be the employer.
I mean, same in my defense. I didn't sign up to be part of this domain.
He's not already.
What makes you feel any better? I don't kill people.
Makes me feel a little bit. Yes, I got her pencil anyway. See, now you have to go to this. You could go.
Personally, I prefer volunteers or rabbits.
I definitely just look up at Elaine and like. But
Moving on.
yeah, to finish,
Over that part. Yeah.
to finish, we went into the maze. And that's how we got that new title of champion of the maze.
You said it's a level what?
2.
Give me a piece of paper. There should be like postcards behind you.
Or just hand her the little paper that Bradley was writing things on.
I would prefer it be a separate paper.
No, so back to this of
That's bullshit. This. It's okay.
I forgot what I just said.
Good enough. That's what you said.
After we got back from the maze, I think.
Yeah, we were at the maze, but now we're not. Oh, look at us go.
After we finished the maze, we got the new titles of champion of the maze and stayed for the ball and then headed this way. I learned there's this drug that somehow makes you be able to like scry. Don't know how, but it does. Kai here doesn't. Just gonna casually like patting his head. He doesn't like the fact that I found this drug.
I approve of drugs. I do not approve of the way he obtained and took the drugs.
Drugs.
Oh. Just waltz by and put whatever the fuck you see in your mouth. Like, goddamn, have standards.
No. No standards.
It looked like alcohol.
If you ask me, his standards are about, I'm telling you, 6 foot.
It's one.
And yeah, that's about as tall as your standards.
Taller than me.
Taller than any of the standards you've set in life. So I don't think about.
Very low standards. They're on the fucking floor.
I know his dick ain't that long. Where are your standards?
Just not talking about that.
This was him. I had taken the paper. Sounds like you've been busy though. In more ways than one.
Have you not been busy?
Only in one way. Not in two. Until
What's that? What's it? Until when?
none of your business.
Exactly.
Exactly 0 of it.
Is that what made me, feel a little
Exactly 0 of your business.
good to know? I think it's exactly my business when all of a sudden I
Exactly
felt
zero.
like I was doing great one day.
I
Exactly
mean, that's
0
me all
of
the
your
time,
business.
babe, so
What?
feeling good.
Whole
He
week.
might not like me, but he supports me.
Respect people's boundaries. Also a therapist.
So can therapy help solve memories?
Actually,
Good restoration, yeah.
it's usually more with magical things, but having a therapist with you helps. At least to make sure that your brain doesn't fucking fry afterwards.
That having on. I know.
Would be very careful trying to force them. Sometimes they bite you in the ass.
Yeah, I prefer you not just completely try some things because I've definitely seen Eula come out of some of these things not very healthy.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean, as long as you have someone there to patch you up afterwards.
You hear from the garden. Why is this so damn hard?
Because you're scaly!
Mm,
No.
yes and no.
No, the answer is always no.
Wait, no.
She's probably trying to do something that she shouldn't force. Learning too damn much.
Okay, she's pushing herself so hard to learn everything.
We don't know.
You haven't asked?
No. Typically, I don't get answers when I ask you the questions.
Sometimes it's just nice not to share other people's things.
How is this chewing?
No, that is it's crackling.
It is. It's very
I can't. I only heard him crunching a fucking cookie.
I've
The little fire.
been focusing on this sound the whole fucking time.
Thanks, just fuck me, I guess.
I mean, I can also
I'm fire.
it's soothing. That's why like part of me is focusing.
All right, go to bed, y'all guys. Come on.
Alright, good night. That's it on Journey to the Fae for this week. Kitten. Why are you cracking your knuckles?
I don't know, because they crumble.
Since you're about to fight, the DM was about to fight you.
No, we need to go back to the fact of drawing things in the sky. I stopped doing that.
Yep.
Did you draw a dick?
I didn't draw anything. You left.
I'm sorry.
We're going to do now that I get told to draw things in the sky.
Draw a dick.
Honestly, I feel like at this point, Elaine probably would have been a little bit tired of conversation. Probably would have just like leaned back on Alex.
Man, you're boring. That's what you just said. No, Elaine's just like, man, you're boring.
Like that, more like,
It's been a long day.
exhaustion.
Some people actually fucking sleep.
Losers.
Hey, sis. Do you remember these?
I assume those are your stories.
Yeah.
Because, you didn't exactly give the DM a physical description. You just held your head up like, yes.
Literally every time I do this, it is my stars. You've known it every other time I've done it.
I knew it this time. I was just checking.
She was getting you in the mood.
Yes, sorry. Here,
Sure.
let me give you a better description. I hold my hand out and my stars are just moving around in my hand.
Save Starlight. That's all my head's pulling together.
Do you know why it probably makes you feel safe?
And she's gonna kind of like purse her lips a bit, and she's gonna really struggle for a moment.
Hey, you don't have to think too hard. I can just tell you, sis.
No, it's almost there.
Okay.
I almost have it.
I'm gonna send one to be like right in her face and move it around in front of her like I used to.
I'm gonna try to like catch it again. This has to do with me being afraid of the dark, doesn't it?
Yep.
Or old me being afraid of the dark, I suppose.
The first time we moved into this house together, I sat right down there in that garden looking at the stars. And I heard you scuffling through the dark to try to make it over to me, to sit with me. And I sent one of my stars behind me to give you light to see. And you followed my star directly to sit beside me. And ever since that night, when you were still here, I would help you walk around in the dark with my stars.
Do you never have any feelings?
No.
It's rare.
It's not just a dick.
I thought we tried to establish this like all campaign.
Oh yeah, I've known it.
Yeah, Scara's not just a dick. You're just a bitch all the time to Scara, so you only get dick Scara.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
But yes, go back.
You describing it sounds familiar, and I can almost see it, but I don't know. Have you ever tried to look through a mirror in a deep fog?
Yeah.
It's what a lot of my memories are like. Sometimes I can't even hear voices
I'm sorry.
because they're so distorted. So I didn't remember you guys. Every bit of memory that I had that even pertained to you guys was distorted beyond recognition.
I think I'd rather have distorted memories than memories and I'm not sure how they were mine.
What do you mean?
So I feel like I know Alitus and Ajax definitely know. After you died, I started having really bad nightmares for a long, like I still have them. And one night it was different than the normal nightmares where I wake up screaming or sweating and just scared. I saw your grave. And you like getting taken out of it? And that's all I can remember. There was some kind of cloaked figure taking you from it, I think. But it was like really late at night. I know I was asleep that night, so I don't know how I have that. I don't know. I don't understand how I could see that in a nightmare. or what I assume was a nightmare, but it may not have been. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe someone put a false memory in your head?
I don't know. I could have swore I was asleep.
I don't have an explanation for that. I wasn't alive technically when that happened.
I know.
Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Therapist?
Do you know
Did you know about that?
about the memory? Yeah. The dreams. I know he struggles a lot with it, and other than that, well, most of them are just his brain and how he processes losing you.
I never meant for it to cause so much hurt.
I didn't say it was your fault.
I have them about losing the generals I lost too, Elaine. You know about those?
Learn. I think I just remembered the tiniest fragment. Trying to remember what makes my head hurt. It almost feels like I've lived a whole lifetime as this new Elaine, and I'm trying to learn another lifetime. And fit it all into one brain. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just a stupid rock.
He's having a good time down there.
Eula, we're talking about having to put two different mindsets into one mind. Be nice. Don't interrupt.
There's how she's fucking listening to us.
Fucking use a spell. It's not that hard.
That would be the person forcing the memories.
How's it gone for her?
Painful.
I think I prefer
It's
my
not
mild
great.
headache.
Yeah, I can stop her from dying multiple
I
times.
prefer my mild headaches.
I only almost died once. I just got damaged in other ones.
A lot.
I'm fine.
I've seen gashes across the body.
It's not great.
Okay.
Nope.
No, I don't get it.
She's a tiny bitch.
Like, look at this. No, thank you. That's all. You can tell me.
There you go.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
It's currently a temporary situation.
Coffee, munslick.
Coffee. Feeling.
We're finally having our ice cream break. Has it been 2 hours?
No.
Yeah. No.
No.
Wait. No. It's almost 8. Yeah. It's almost time.
I think we've been here for about an hour. You've been talking to me
Right.
for an hour.
I know, right? I thought we were gonna just.
I thought the rule was like, oh, we talked with the room. Here's the main points. Moving on.
That's what I thought too.
That's what you said. You just kept going.
It's fine. We
Right.
loved it. Keep going.
Great. You did. You said I want to ask her this one question, and then we can bullet point.
Well, this one question just kind of turned into more questions coming out of one question.
It's okay.
This question had babies.
This question brought about more questions.
Speaking of this whole little side thing, I went to come with why I laughed so hard that he was doing that earlier, and then he went to laugh, and that was the funniest shit ever.
He was doing what?
Go ahead, show him what you're doing. And then he went to finish, and he tried to laugh, and I didn't laugh. That's why I laughed it earlier.
Happens to the best of us, all right?
Get some
Speak
Viagra.
from experience, dude. Like,
I've just heard that it's happened.
it's happening. The fuck is it with you guys and setting shit on fire? What the fuck?
Aramis.
Hey, that's what the spell's not working. Somehow Eula caught him on fire. And then
You look weird.
Hey, where there are infected idiots.
You look, there's not even fire. Fire's not even a part of that spell.
That's how you do it intentionally.
I'm just trying to make it brown.
You're good. You gotta keep
Are you
moving.
going to share?
All right, let's continue. That is not just turning it brown.
It didn't quit.
Oh, I think
If we keep this up, the alarms are gonna go off.
Your husband? Mom.
I'm off.
Where was the last thing we said?
Not the worst of it.
Good for you.
Great question. We were talking about fire climax.
Sorry. My bad.
I'm not gonna do.
Headaches. You'd rather take mild
Yep.
headaches.
Yep.
I've got thing for that. Or I would recommend some tea that helps calm it down.
I might take you up on that. Ever since running into Ajax, the headaches have been almost a daily occurrence.
That Ajax related or just
It's still awake on his shoulder.
Just dealing with this stupid idiot every day. Oh my goodness.
I am going to politely say I don't want to enter that.
It's because of Ajax. He gives headaches. He's given me headaches.
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna.
No.
Dad, will you give me a spoon?
No, you don't get to have any.
I have to wait my turn.
Yeah. 5 for her, 1 for you.
That's what it is. Like, damn. So
No, it's on. No, it rolled down to your pants. It's in your lap. It rolled down your shirt into your lap.
Almond chow.
On the chair.
Fuck barbecue sauce on my titties. It's ice cream on my titties this time.
Ice cream on my chair.
Better be prepared. I'm trying it to you. Open.
Open it up. In your mouth.
That's mine. Yeah,
You have a bite or two, and then you give me a bite. But it's like 5 and then 1.
Are you mad?
No.
Do you not like my ice cream?
You don't like our choices?
There's pie.
I'm good.
That is pie.
You know?
Let's continue. Done.
Or wheat.
Alright,
Sorry.
this is the part where we bullet point the rest of this conversation.
I don't think there's bullet points needed.
Very.
I don't know unless y'all had other stuff.
Several more dick jokes later, a few more bullying. Elaine and Alatis reveals that they did in fact sleep together the night before she left to go pick herbs to make the healing poultice for you guys.
A few shares and member berries for some tea. There you go.
Wow, they fucked the night she died.
Mm-hmm.
She went out with a bang. That is so many levels because she went outside on a bang. She died.
This is why Eula was not invited to the roof.
Honestly, God would have bust up laughing.
It's back to the fact that wasn't said.
Yet it'll probably be the thing I remember.
I mean, you couldn't make one of your people say it. Okay.
No, that's a traumatizing night for us. We don't joke about it.
Give it like 30 more years.
Bang, bang all over you.
Also, she got shredded to death. That's
We
why
found-
her wings are in pieces.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Wait.
There's a line in that song about being all over the walls.
Anyways, we're not talking about this.
After a while, I could see she's getting tired. I have to go. Yep. I'll just carry her to bed. It's time for all of us to go to bed. You're sleepy, Elaine, and you have to leave in
How many hours has it been? She says she's leaving the door.
I say it's 11 by the time I say this. You have to leave in 5 hours. You need some sleep.
Good
Won't be too long.
night.
Good night. So we go to my room, me and you do. It's just literally below us, but we have to go in the house to get in there. I didn't make a trap door in the glass ceiling.
How rude.
The audacity.
Mhm.
All right. So, what are you currently doing?
I mean, I'm working with Aramis on the spell and with some midnight oil lit up.
So, you're going to be staying out.
And I have shenanigans planned.
Okay. So, everyone pretty much goes to sleep in their own separate rooms after like hugging goodnight and everything. Everyone hugging a little tighter than usual. Ajax drags you into this
Oh,
hug
God.
also.
I'm very stiff.
I think I should really enjoy bringing Kai in as a family.
He thinks funny as fuck. What do you two do whenever you get into your room? These walls are not soundproof.
No.
Sorry.
I was like, what the fuck makes it?
Trying to make it a little bit less, a little more lubricated.
Please don't stop. This is not what good mac and cheese sounds like. This is just embarrassing.
Right?
What the fuck is that?
Well, first he notices it's not just a black void of stars. He can see everything in this room.
Not gonna trip over shit. Immediately trips over what the fuck is in the floor.
God, not yet. Fall on base.
Acrobatics check? Let's see if this is canon.
Yes, it is.
What did you get?
6.
This is instantaneously canon.
This is kind
There's casually a
This is a cat.
There's casually a tripwire in my door, and it's specifically because we have traps everywhere in this house, and he never let me tell him that there was one in my room.
You'd think you would have told me before we got here.
I opened the door and you walked in.
Immediately triggers it.
You immediately saw you could see where you're going and just took the step. I was like, and there's a tripwire in my door. The whole place is rigged with traps, honey.
You know, that would have been nice to know, before you opened the door.
Most people don't invite themselves in.
Oh, fine, I'll leave.
No, and I pushed him in the door.
Right back over the tripwire.
If he already broke the tripwire, I gotta fix it again.
That's not what your wires are. I'm usually not set again.
I never said you triggered it. I said right back over the tripwire.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Look, you did that. That was rude.
Were we able to see them on the roof from the garden?
You could see a light once he did his little star thing, but you couldn't really discern a lot. It's a little two-story, medium-sized cottage.
Awesome. When the lights went out, I did something.
Okay, control.
Okay, what the fuck did you do?
Continue on.
They're pretty much going to bed, dude. So what are y'all
Well,
doing?
continue this little talk.
Well, and then you pushed me back on. That was rude.
You're fine.
I'm very fine. Thank you,
Yeah, I
Tails.
know you are. Do you want clothes, or are you just gonna strip yourself down to sleep in? I think I
I
have
will
a.
reiterate this.
Shit.
This is not AO3.
I don't know. There's a problem.
Keep this like at least PG-15.
It is just asking him if he wants clothes to go to bed in.
All right.
But where we're gonna leave it is that there are less clothes to sleep in, and they get to make fun of us in the morning.
Especially.
You didn't answer. Do you need clothes, or are you just gonna strip yourself down?
All right.
I very clearly stated there are no clothes to sleep in, and they're going to make fun of us in the morning.
By the way, Elliot,
I didn't hear that. You looked that way.
Sorry, my bad.
in your head, you heard the text message you just got with when the lights went out, whenever the stars went off upstairs.
Like right when they were going in.
Mm-hmm. You can respond.
Dun-dun-dun.
Right.
Dun-dun-dun. Do I get to know? Send me the message.
Thanks.
What? Okay. Okay.
All right.
All good?
Yeah, so there you go.
So you no longer have to be Elaine.
I am. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I had to do this.
I was supposed to normal enemy. I would just sit there and look at it. I would never mind it.
That's how they kill you.
No, sure, I am the enemy.
Just show it.
That's how they kill you. You're like, oh, and then they murder you.
They gotta get fucking.
All right. You've received further instructions, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you're in the garden. Or you were in the garden.
Yeah.
The whole time you were in the garden, there was just a little mushroom bopping around.
There was a mushroom bopping around.
It's game.
I did not pay attention to the mushroom
I
bopping
know,
around.
but he's minding his own business down there.
No.
I think you have a typo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you understood it. It wasn't typed.
It's fine.
It was said. All right.
I definitely heard that instead of what you meant.
Mm-hmm.
Get it.
Mm-hmm.
And a bullet point what happens in the room later.
No.
Sure. That would be preferable.
That thing happens.
Yeah, that thing.
One thing happened.
That good.
Fade to black happened.
Or do you not wanna?
I don't know. Did it? You're messaging Eula something.
No, that was about something else. I'm talking
You
about
don't know about that.
right now.
I know. I'm just saying. Did you leave to do something with Eula, or what are you doing?
I'm not.
Okay.
So no fade to black.
Hmm?
No fade to black.
Fade to
That's
black?
been a very long week.
We get to fade to black. You had a long week.
If you didn't leave, then I guess it's faded.
Oh, fade to black.
Let's confirm this is going to be what they text next 2 weeks, how this goes down.
Check the what is the one thing called? The one website called
AO3.
Check AO3 for fade to black details.
That's what we got a title now.
I can't stitch to AO3. I'm sorry, guys.
No, but you
No,
can
no,
put
no.
my text.
I can't.
That is the next book you have to write. It's called Fade to Black. It's
How to fuck
Right.
with your sister next door.
18 plus.
18 plus, it'll be on a AO3 Chibi Chan 072199.
Or just play cards.
Mm-hmm. Fade to black.
There's also
Alright.
3 other ones, and I have one that I still have not posted yet that was wrote.
Nice. All right.
After about
Cue. Okay, let's cut to you guys going to sleep.
after about 2 hours of after about an hour of after I did the communication,
Probably some emotions thrown in. They tend to like their emotions mixed with their.
I'm in the living room.
Who said the hall?
Huh?
Who said the hall?
Well, I'm there.
I'm apparently dirty in the need of a cat bath.
How about you fall asleep first? What do you want?
Due to consistency with your AO3, I'm going to assume you fall asleep hard. Especially because, you know, your heart is whole and, you know, family shit isn't something you.
You mean my heart is whole, my whole family's here, I think my boyfriend's in the bed?
You think?
You're fine.
It's better be fast as I would like to.
Whenever you come out, Eula is dressed in all black. Very much skin fitting, with a lantern with the hood barely visible, just to let enough of the light out to have the magic active still. And it's just waiting for you.
You do not have very much time to explain what the fuck's happening, so I'd like to go back to bed.
Well, I could use some of your assistance.
Wait.
I'm going to look into this recent reunion.
I need more details.
Specifically, our vampiric friend.
You would like to spy around the house. Hmm?
Definitely going to need some help sneaking around.
And you might need to ask her in this non-mood.
Yeah.
Not for that. No one would hurt Scara like that.
I don't want to hurt him either, but also, I know that being a general in an army, whenever you're not fully aware of your past life, leads to a lot of conflicts. Especially when I'm basically in the opposite situation of what she's in.
I don't disagree, but the best I can offer is if you give me a minute to have something you can borrow.
I'll take anything that'll help. I'll give it back.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to wait a little bit to attune to it, though. It's an hour
That's
for
fine.
attunement, yeah?
That's fine. I have time.
Walk back up to my room. You may borrow this.
All right. I spend the hour.
Or the night.
I spend the hour attuning. I'm unattuning from the ring of spell storing for tonight.
Very nice.
Alright. Interesting choice.
After I finish attuning, I'm looking for Elaine's room.
Pretty certain hers is the only bedroom on the first floor.
I'm have
Correct.
put up. And I'm
And it is
checking for
about
traps whenever I go.
It is about probably 2 hours for them, an hour for 3 in the morning.
That's fine.
Okay. Where's my hourglass?
I don't fucking know.
And thingy.
Why do we not have all the routines?
Okay, go.
All right. So it's 11 now.
Checking for any traps. Doing some sneaky shit.
Tell me where you're walking, and I'll tell you if you have to roll to see if you actually find a trap.
I'm going.
There's a living room and a. You wouldn't know that. Where were you talking?
In the hall.
That's what you said.
The hall.
Mhm.
Which hallway?
I'm guessing
There's a
the
first
hallway
floor and a
outside your
second
room.
floor. Okay.
She was listening.
So there is
Very
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, and as you were walking away, I also would have said, by the way, this conversation never happened. For now.
There's 6 floors.
I won't lie.
There's
That
6
was all
floors
information.
on the floor that you're on. Downstairs, you would have known that there is a living room, and that's all you would know downstairs.
All right, starting in the living room.
You're not going to start on your 6 doors that you're on because you don't know shit about anything else. You're on the floor with 6 doors.
I've opened one of these doors before, and it let out a flashbang, so it was loud and a lot of sound. So these are probably the more heavily trapped. So I'm not going to start here. I'm going to start at the bottom.
All right.
Jokes on you, it's much louder downstairs.
This probably is.
Roll an investigation check.
Going to inspire myself.
I guess you could always be feeling soon, huh?
So, let me think. How do I inspire myself? I got it. I'm going downstairs and I pass a mirror and I stop and I look back at myself. I'm like, damn, I do look good in black. There you go. That's how I will inspire myself. That is how I will inspire myself. And you said what check?
An investigation check for traps.
18.
On the first floor in the living room,
Mhm.
you notice 3 traps.
Well, I avoid the traps.
Not all of them are physical. You wouldn't know that not all of them are physical, but not every trap in the house is physical.
I'm going to go. Is there, like, where would some rooms be to? Right and left or whatever?
Mm,
If you're in the living room,
Is the living room in the center of the house or does it have a wall?
it's the main house. It's right what you walk into is the living room when you come in the front door.
I'm just going to start.
There's a door to your left, and that'd probably be the only one you see right now.
I'm just going to start clockwise in the rooms. So
starting on the right.
I'm going to be at the door that you entered in. I'm going to do this clockwise. So left, the room on the left.
Clockwise?
I'm going to walk clockwise around the house.
Okay, so the 1, 2, to the left.
Mhm.
It's the kitchen.
So I sneak to the kitchen.
All right. Roll an acrobatics check. I'm around to actually writing out the blueprints of the house.
Why did you roll your D20 twice?
You just cocked
It was not cocked.
That is cocked, ma'am.
It is not cocked.
It was very much cocked.
It was not cocked.
When you reset it, that's how it's called. It's called.
That was how it
That
was.
is not where it was sitting whenever you
There.
rolled it.
Don't do it.
Got it. Go down.
Aramis.
Do you want me to read?
No.
Sure.
Monsters eat her food and your food.
Mhm. And you said acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
18.
Whenever you go through the store, you see a relatively nice and well put together kitchen. Nothing that seems too out of the ordinary.
All right, moving on to the next room.
There's nothing through the kitchen.
I'm going to, if there's no rooms or anything from the kitchen, I will just, I'll look in, see if there's any rooms after I realize it's a kitchen. If there's not, stick my head back out and I go walk around the wall till I get to a different room or door.
Okay. Are you still checking for traps?
Yeah, the entire way.
All right. Roll again and investigate.
23.
As far as you can tell, in your given path, you should trigger any traps
Yeah.
that you see. The next room you should come across, I do believe, is Lane's.
There's a room and then there's a bookcase.
Hers is the only bedroom on the first floor, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I never said that hers was a door. I know. We never talked about the house. I didn't know they were going to be pilfering through my home. I have to talk about the home that much.
You don't have to act like you're upset.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
How are we going to do this?
Yeah, I've had to panic come up with more of the shit of the house.
How about we do it this way? I will make you do 2 investigation checks and 2 acrobatics checks. And I'll
Okay.
do it investigation, then acrobatics, and then investigation and acrobatics.
Okay.
The first pair will be to see if you trigger any traps on your way. The second pair will be to see if you trigger any traps when you find her room.
Okay. Am I rolling any stealth checks throughout that as well?
Yes. Roll 1. Prep for-
What was that one roll you just did?
It was a dud.
Is it dead?
Yeah, because of the interrupted question.
All right. So
Roll your
what
stuff.
am I rolling first?
Stone.
Okay.
Have it been.
What you got?
$23 stealth.
You remain part of the unseen.
Unseen. Thank you. And then this roll is
This one will be your investigation check to see if you spot any traps along the way.
17.
As far as you can tell, there aren't any traps on your way.
All right.
You think at one point you knock like a table really hard and you hear like a, but it's quiet. Almost like instead of it really like being hit, a book just kind of tips over at the end of it. And it does kind of make you a little bit nervous.
Great. All right. And now I have what check?
Now it's your acrobatics. Yeah.
23.
Yeah. Okay. So that is in fact the only effect you suffered from during your check for traps.
Okay.
All right. Now your second investigation check.
I'm going to do bardic inspiration on this one as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was useless. $23.
Alrighty. So whenever you do come across Elaine's room, do another stealth check for me.
Okay. Yep.
You don't see any like traps. You actually like get to her door.
27.
You are completely. You passed a very hard, and you were creeping up to a nearly impossible DC.
I can only hope you have advantage. That's what I gave you.
I know. That's great.
It's not giving you a +10. I was not going.
So what happened?
I'll let you take over in actually describing it, like visually what is seen in the room. Just decorations, set up where she's sleeping.
Elaine, when you come in her room, her bed is set off into the back right corner. She has like a chest at the foot of her bed.
Mm-hmm.
All around are just like potion, like materials. She has like potion ingredients everywhere. Plants hanging around. You can tell they're much better kept than the ones that were out in the garden. And that we clearly kept them when she was gone because they're kind of her favorite thing. And so we did it for her while she was gone. You can tell they've been there for a while. Some of these plants look like they've grown in the home. Just some simple. She has a couple bookcases. You probably can assume that they're potion, like how to make some potions. Knowing she literally just has potion ingredients everywhere. It's a very simple room. She has like a work table.
Yeah.
It's almost time.
I will go over to.
You do also notice Elaine is tucked into her bed
Right.
at
Alex is
this
here
given
too.
point.
Going over to the bed. Is she asleep?
As far as you can tell, she's asleep, but if you want to discern more than that, you will have to do an insight check.
All right. I shall insight check. $18.
As far as you can tell,
All right.
she is asleep, though you're not fully convinced it's a deep slumber.
Okay. Looking around for any bag or something like that.
You find kind of like a messenger bag type deal. That's a dark leather.
Check it for traps.
All right, do an investigation check. Mhm.
19.
As far as you can tell, you see nothing of concern. So I don't. When I specify dark leather bag, I don't mean like this.
I'm going through
All right. As far as you can see, there's just a couple of bottles of a red liquid
Okay.
that moves a little differently than a healing potion. So you probably can piece together what that might be. And a couple of clothes kind of rushed when it was put in.
Any letters or anything like that?
Investigation check. This is a timed event.
And this is bardic inspiration on this.
You'll have one more flip of the hourglass
25.
before she wakes.
No, not 25.
If it's higher,
It is higher than 25.
then it is, as far as you can tell, you don't see anything too discerning other than like a sigil.
A sigil?
That kind of like a badge of sorts. Almost appears to be like a reverse royal sigil that has been turned into like a healing symbol, like you know the stick that has the two white rings. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Right. Piece of paper out.
Mhm.
Rubbing of it from the front. Flip it over. Rubbing of it on the back.
Do a survival check.
Dirty 20.
All right, you can successfully get a relatively clean rub. It's a little bit smudged from your pace, but roll stealth check. What do you do next? She's kind of rustling a bit.
All right, so my stealth check is 27. She's starting to rustle.
A little.
All right, I'm going to try to go to like a corner of the room where there's darkness. I'm going to try to hide there and see what happens. See if she's waking up or not. And I'm going to hold the spell at the ready if she is waking up.
She is currently kind of rustling around a bit more. Not necessarily like she's upset or anything, just kind of like she's starting to rouse from her slumber. You're thinking it's probably close to like 4 in the morning.
All right.
So it's probably a bit odd to you that she would be drowsing from slumber at this hour.
I'm going to slide over to where her bed is. And I'm going to very carefully look underneath the pillow and see if there's anything there.
All right. Roll a.
Using a bardic inspiration again.
All right. She is really starting to rouse from her slumber.
Yeah, I also have a spell like I have a spell held like for a moment's notice. And you said stealth?
Was a 1 on the second one, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was a 1.
It was a 5.
I don't know, another one was not great.
All right. So 28.
She does not see you, but she is rousing from sleep,
Right.
and she's like kind of starting to like sit up and rub her eyes with her bed hair just all kind of.
Is there anything underneath the pillow or something like that? Like I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna like feel, and if I feel something, I'm grabbing it.
Right.
Nothing of note. Roll another investigation check for me.
Using another bardic inspiration on this. I'm getting low. That's a good bardic inspiration.
Are you hella bardically inspired?
Yes, I am. 31.
Damn.
Aren't you supposed to say things out loud to yourself to inspire yourself?
No, I can. That's one of the ways I can do it. But I can just bardic inspire myself with body motion, with thoughts on my own head if I'm bardic inspirating myself.
So what were those thoughts? What were the body motions? I want to know. How do you just answer?
It was just this burst of adrenaline in my mind, and it's just like just in my head.
Very nice, very nice.
Damn.
I knew you were going to bring it up at some point during this whole endeavor.
I mean, it's stealth mission.
It is a stealth mission. You don't really feel anything particular that's unusual. You feel sheets and you feel a pillow. It's a little bit like kind of damp, like she might have been sweating while she was asleep. You know, considering she just roused from her slumber and all that. But
Awesome.
there was nothing in her pillow you can tell us right now.
I'm guessing there's not a lot of room underneath. I'm guessing there's not a lot of room underneath the bed.
Not for dummy chick size, unfortunately.
My weakness.
Get caught.
Not for a 7-foot tall dragon, for a 5'4" girl.
5'4" girls can like really big beds.
No.
Make them feel like a princess.
We were broke as shit.
You know, sometimes some people view
We got broke ass beds.
Is there anything like big in the room to hide behind?
No. There's plants.
You had heard the description. There's relevant plants. It's a simple.
There's a table.
That was it.
But there's not a way to hide under the table.
Awesome.
You're fucked. Good job.
There's a table, you said?
Not so big.
Yeah.
Like
Good enough. I put the table. I'm remaining hidden.
Stealth check. Wait.
And as long as you keep the hood up, you still have to continue.
I definitely have keeping this hood up.
Keeping the hood up.
Mm-hmm.
You have to roll really good.
You rolled really good, didn't you? With the minute as fuck. So it's on the
I get bad when if it's two big numbers. 1 second.
Go to the math.
31.
Be dead. I'll say it.
With this like whole event, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just get to a dark area, and then I'm releasing the spell that I've been like having on the edge of it happening.
Alright. So she kind of sits up and she kind of like reaches into her bag and grabs a hairbrush. As you're slipping over there, she kind of starts looking around like she might have heard something.
The moment she looks around, I'm gone. I'm doing my thing.
What is your thing?
Dimension door. I'm yeeting out of there.
I knew it was that spell there.
As soon as you go, the hairbrush gets thrown in that direction, huh?
You don't know.
As soon as it happens, I'm back out in the garden.
Were you left there all alone?
Shift weave is thrown across to changing the outfit back to what I was before. And I'm stuffing the cloak in the bag of holding.
But I remember to give that shit back.
And I'm attuning back to my ring of spell storing.
Alright.
And then I go back to working all the spell.
Probably about 15 minutes later, she's going to walk out in a much more like formal attire than what you'd seen her in last night. With the badge that you had found clipped onto her cloak, which is kind of off center.
Okay.
It's a dark green color, almost like it's trying to like blend in more with like foliage rather than like rock
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that.
I need to know something before you keep doing it. How did you try to hide the table?
I was going to put like put myself in between the table and them, but I just went with the spell.
No. Your spell says any object near you goes with you. Because you said that last time.
No, that is planar shift.
No,
That is
Dimension
an
Door says it too.
Is it if you're touching
I
it or just
will
say you're near
look
it?
at
You teleport yourself from your current location to another spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot described. It can be a place you see, one you can visualize, one you can describe. One in a direction such as 200 feet straight down. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed
Okay.
what you can carry.
You can, but you don't have to.
You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller
Which is what you
that
do.
is carrying gear up to its carrying
I
capacity.
just saw the bring along objects and I was like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no.
Creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast a spell.
Yeah. If I arrive in an already occupied space, by an object or a creature, any creature I'm traveling with takes 1d6 force damage.
That's 46.
46, sorry.
Anyways, technically speaking, she does follow all the rules and does not, in fact, take the table with her.
No table.
That would have been funny as shit when it's like, it's my
think it
table.
would've been funny as shit too.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to do funny shit. I'm trying to.
Be like,
no, that's why I looked, because I remembered you said something you had made you take objects.
Yeah, and that was the
Planar.
amulet of planar shift, which Aramis now has. He did not let
Yeah,
me
which
keep it.
To
teleported.
be fair, it does make you take objects. You just have to make that the option to take the object.
Yep. It just can't be more than I can carry.
Yeah, I don't think you can carry something.
Yeah, I don't think I could carry
Good
somewhere.
progress.
Good job, Bradley.
Yeah, you want to come over here and
No,
live it up with Eula shenanigans?
No, I just want to sit for that.
Okay.
That's valid.
Do you want to explain what Aramis did over the night?
Did you finally call Meadow?
Sure.
I actually think he used his meadow for the day.
I think we've all used our sending
Oh,
stone.
never mind. You'll have to do it in the morning.
You could call her when the sun rises.
Yeah. Which should actually honestly be right now. You could do it now.
As the sun rises, I'll
No,
romance
the sun is not rising at 4 in the fucking morning. I do not give a shit. This is my fantasy world.
This is my world, and the sun's not rising at 4.
it.
God
Why
damn
did it wrong?
it.
Does it rise at 10
It
o'clock?
rises at 4:10.
It rises at 6:30. Yes, I like that.
Awesome.
So, about 15 minutes after you panic teleport your bitch ass out of the room,
Mm-hmm.
she kind of like walks out, you know, it's a little bit more formal and she's just kind of like stretching. And she kind of looks around and she kind of like looks a little bit more sombered up than she did last night.
Mm-hmm.
And she spots you and she's like, gives a start and she's just like, Eula? Is that right?
Yes, that would be correct, darling. What are you doing up so late?
Answering my summons.
Hmm.
I was only permitted an extra day because of the request I put in, and they approved of it as long as I returned early.
So you were approved an extra night, not an extra day. Huh?
Shouldn't be long before you guys make it there.
Maybe. Hopefully there'll be no mix-ups.
He tried to keep him safe. He's a bit hard-headed. You seem hard-headed enough
Well
to
aware.
grab at it.
Where is the lighter? I want to light the candle in our bathroom.
I'm well aware of it, darling. I will do my best.
Stay safe. The journey to the Gloaming Court is dangerous for first time.
I'm guessing everything out here is dangerous for the first time.
Beautiful and dangerous. And she's just gonna start like walking towards the tree line. Perception check. Hold it sideways. Pause for candle struggle.
27.
Shortly, after she passes the train line, you kind of just see her.
It really actually is not working right now.
Said it's almost time for a new one.
Almost in a similar way to what you use.
No lefty, sorry.
We have a spare one.
Going to stealthily fly up and look around to see if I can see her within 500. I'm gonna fly up high enough to where I can get a good.
You can do a perception check, but at this distance and the terrain, it will be at disadvantage.
That is all right. I'm going to use another bardic inspiration.
Not another.
Yep.
You forgot to mark one earlier.
All right. I've got my eye on you.
Dramatic.
Now you're mine.
Right. I can take it.
So there you go. You said disadvantage?
Yes.
That's fine because they're about to anyways.
Damn.
Eula rolling badly tonight?
Horribly.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
the only thing you did good on was stealth. Shit. I was wondering if that.
18.
I can reach this one.
18 perception.
You just don't
You go.
see her. You don't even see any indicator of like where she would be moving at this given point. Just
Yes.
granted, it's also dark. You're trying to look at her or trying to find her from a rather large distance.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not using a light. So
Yeah.
all of these things kind of accumulate.
Oh,
to
yeah, no,
being
it's
not easy to see.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
I fly back down
Alright.
and I continue my night.
So you're finishing up trying to do the,
Enlarge, reduce.
which is,
A 2 second level spell.
which takes how many hours?
24.
So probably you snagged like 6 hours of studies
6 hours. Right.
from the studying you did before you did this adventure and the studying you did after. So it'll be about 3 hours of studying after your adventure.
All right.
So that brings us around 7 a.m. Roll your dice to see who wakes. Bunk.
14.
He wakes.
All right, you wake up first. Probably a little bit uneasy because this is a new location for you, which explains why you abnormally woke up once more before your boy.
Usually sleep. I've slept at good locations.
What did you roll?
Bunch of stretches.
Bunch of stretches now.
I rolled a 13 and he rolled a 14.
You were
So
right
you
after.
probably wake up like right after.
Yeah.
Enlarge.
Reach.
Alrighty. You guys want to role play that, or do we want to just cliff notes it? All right.
My shoulder pumps apparently.
And
That's what you get.
I love how I just apparently assumed I didn't have a nightmare because I slept peacefully with all of my family under one roof.
Absolutely. No nightmares.
None.
It was kind of what I was specified.
Yeah, I know. No, I just wake up and
You are content.
Content. I give him a kiss on the cheek as I get up and put on my clothes again. Yeah. And then I go downstairs to see if Alice has made me breakfast because he loves me.
I have a question about your room. You had mentioned that part of it was like glass ceiling, yes, so you have
The whole
stars, right?
ceiling.
It's enchanted to not show the fucking sun in the morning. Because I'm like, right.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
It's attention with
I was very like, am I going to be blinded? I want to know.
It's time to walk into the
Now, my room is
Okay.
literally the end of the house. It is only slanted glass. Like my whole roof is just glass.
How close to the sunrise?
That's what you slept on the morning before, or the day before.
No, y'all slipped on the other side.
Other side.
Okay.
Mine is facing the garden.
Okay.
All right.
So what are we doing now? Sorry, I just wanted to.
Just wanted to see if you got blinded.
I wanted to see if I did this real quick. Oh shit, that's right.
I told you I was going to see
Breakfast.
if Alice has made me breakfast because he should love me.
All right.
Are you gonna put on clothes first?
I told you I was putting on clothes and I'm going to see about
Okay.
it.
I was thinking about doing. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Pretty much right as you say that, you can hear these sounds of somebody kind of cooking. This probably would have been loud enough to catch even your attention out in the garden, Eula.
Okay.
Or it's not like super loud. It's just kind of like the white noise.
I start to mosey my way on in.
When I get down there, I walk up to him and I go, oh, thank you for making breakfast. And I give him a sassy kiss on the cheek and make it really loud and exaggerated.
You asshole.
Mhm.
So it's for me, but I figured you begged for food, so I made you and your friends some too.
You can say you love me and you care and you want to feed me. It's okay.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I know. You never say it, but you show it. It's okay.
I didn't ask for orders. I'm not a waiter.
I know.
It's just eggs, some ham from a boar I killed not but like 2 days before you got here.
Honey, I don't expect you to make me anything fancy. We've been living off the roughs.
Literally all it is eggs and meat.
We've been living off the roughs. No.
I'm about
Oh,
to say.
Talking to him,
I'm about to say.
And
We're talking about Eula's cooking.
talking to him, and not about Eula's cooking.
Okay, very much. I'm thinking you're talking about like this week, and I'm
No.
like, no, I thought we have not been eating.
No.
Well, y'all been living.
Fancy fucking food.
Had a whole hog.
Bolted out of a fucking bag.
No.
Hit hog. Wow.
Definitely
you-
talking to him about the fact that he's the only one of us who knows how to even cook slightly. And we eat rough around here.
They very much
We eat what a man could cook in his life.
eggs and meat.
He learned it quickly.
James tried making bread. It was very flat. It didn't rise. It was bread. It was a cracker.
We had some nice unleavened bread.
This is a nice cracker. And sometimes there are vegetables and you just gotta into a little damn stick of a
Sometimes he goes, I got this carrot.
just all damn thing.
Just a raw carrot.
They're still dirty. He's just like, here's your lunch.
A raw, dirty carrot. Just pulled it out of the garden.
And you should probably wash it first, but it didn't kill you.
No, just
Yeah. I shall hang out next to the stairs until you come down.
I mean, I came down shortly after.
All right. Whenever you came down, just sleight of hand the cloak onto you.
Alright, roll sleight of hand.
I'm gonna notice that stick.
Without how I've been rolled? Yes, you will. Hey, you won't.
Hey, listen.
How do you sleight of hand something that weighs something that makes him feel like there's something now on him?
You're
With a
very
30.
good.
Have you ever seen the little magicians that steal your watch when they touch you and shit? It's basically like that.
30.
You successfully sleight-of-hand it from everybody in the
I
den room.
don't notice that I have my cook back on for like another 5 minutes. Like, the fuck?
In the middle of eating, you're like, where the fuck did this get there?
He goes to sit down at the table and he's like, oh, he's actually looked it up.
Very nice, very nice.
And then I follow you in after the whole.
Cold, I'm cold, apparently. Little trash team.
It's cozy.
I can make it drafty, darling.
Nothing. I don't want cold right now.
We have a whole fireplace. Do you want me
It
to?
was a joke. I'm sorry. It was a bad way. A little top of that.
Instead of it was a joke, it was a joke. Intimidate them into believing it was a joke.
I'm not curious.
That's actually the funniest thing. It was a joke.
You're not going to be intimidated or
It was a
purpose.
funny ha. Today's episode is just funny haha.
Funny, haha. Yeah, sorry.
Funny haha followed by long-winded
I
conversation.
Cope with humor.
Alright, so what are we doing? It's snacky time, bitches.
I just,
I will
What time is it back when we
respectfully
woke up?
eat the food offered to me.
7. So it's probably about 7:30 when you actually manage to get your bitch ass down.
All right. So the lantern's still burning, but it's almost out.
So you guys definitely notice Eula is still functioning via midnight oil.
why do you do this? You need actually
This gives me the same benefits of sleep, darling.
trust me. It is like a healer. I know.
Gonna-
It does not.
I'm gonna lay my head on
does,
Altus and be like,
or
a sleeping beauty
As long
come
as I
down
don't
yet,
do
or
it
peaceful
for a
in
long
bed.
period of time.
You see his
But
bitch
the
ass
longer you
here.
continue,
I'll go get Sleeping Beauty and bring him the breakfast.
Spaces in between
Please
it.
do not
The
break
shorter
the
amount of time it will
ceiling.
actually work.
I won't. I
Well,
won't.
until it gets to that
I
short
will be
time,
gentle.
I shall continue.
Do not anger him to the
Done.
point where he decides
Addiction
to
instead
come
of
down. Have a rage either.
I won't.
That is what
I won't.
addiction is.
I'm going to walk
It's
up to
not
his
a-
room.
I have to do it. I need some more time in the day for right now.
Or the night, apparently.
Yes. And if
Alright.
worse comes to worse, I have the spell that can deal with this. An addiction
Going-
or something else.
Alright, how does this go?
Going to push the casual button beside his door that unactivates the trap on his door.
Alrighty.
Go in his room, and I'm just gonna go.
It is dark
Yeah, I know.
as fuck.
I'm just gonna walk over, and I'm just gonna lay on top of him.
It's just dark. You get to-
I know where his room is.
Nope, he rearranged some shit. We're gonna fall.
Been years.
It actually has a couple of.
So we're going in for this. Who the fuck? On my knife. Is this a stick?
Hey Jack, why do you have a stick?
Fancy stick with 4 leaves.
Number one, rude. Why would you try to stab me?
Why would you try to wake me?
Because Alice has made us breakfast.
Alice makes us breakfast often.
Everyone else is awake, and we needed Sleeping Beauty downstairs.
I'm about to be Maleficent, girl.
Alice specifically said you cannot do that.
What else is this? It won't hurt him, and he's gonna roll over and lay on top of you and very casually put his pillow on your face. Then go to sleep again.
Suffocation.
Slow breathing.
This I know.
Apparently there's a theme here.
Just gonna grab him and roll us over and be like, this one seems like a better position.
Suffocation, this I know.
But come on, we got to get up.
No, we don't. I don't have a job.
Yes, you do have a job.
Not right now.
Yes, you do.
Not right now.
Hajime knows you're back.
I didn't accept shit from Hajime. I'm still on break. I was kidnapped, traumatized.
I was traumatized.
That motherfucker just fell asleep.
He was traumatized, all right.
Hey, Dex, get your ass down here and eat Alex's breakfast that he made us. Currently, we have left him alone. Well, I left him because you were asleep with Eula and Kyle. And you know he don't like people. And I left him with people.
That's on you. That sounds like you have a job, not me.
I'm just going to pull him out the bed. I want my brothers at breakfast. Oh.
You want your sister at breakfast?
Grumble and drag a
Yeah,
blanket with.
gone.
She doesn't know that. He doesn't know that.
Yes, I do.
She said she was leaving at 4.
Oh, she did say so.
Yes.
Yeah, she told them she was leaving.
Yeah, so
You
we
didn't
already know.
Okay.
Nice try.
Shit, my sister didn't sneakily leave.
So she would have sneakily leaved.
Nope. She snicked me back for you.
Yeah, you and
Yes.
Aramis are the only ones who did not know.
And she knows. She knows. I know she knows.
All right, we're gonna stop with bardic inspirations. We're not inspiring anyone.
No.
This is exactly where our content is 2.5 stars.
So I take the grumbling
Come on, it's
Ajax.
actually like 1.5.
downstairs and put him at the table. I heard that.
I'm sorry.
I take the grumbling Ajax downstairs and put him at the table, then go make him a plate and bring it to him and get his orange juice and give it to him too so that he doesn't have to complain more.
This is how it should always be working out.
What, with me in your bed and then I bring you down here to serve you breakfast?
Wait a
No,
second.
it's just you serving me breakfast. I would tell you to stay out of my bed.
Then go and make my own plate now. Go sit down.
Oh,
Wait, role playing.
I-
Breakfast or
yeah,
I eat the breakfast.
I ate the snack.
And after that first bite, it's that when you eat it because someone made it for you.
yeah, I'm thinking my mom's food is better than this both of mine. I just look at Eula, got that look.
You're just going like,
It's good. It's most season.
there's a lot of salt.
No, it's unseasoned. That's the problem.
It's not unseasoned.
It's unseasoned except for this like chunk of rock salt in the middle of it.
It's all right. It's edible. He's learned how to make.
Oh, it's edible, so I'm eating it. But it's sort of that like internal monologue. It's like,
Wow.
oh my god, this could be so much better.
It's kind of like eating at the cafeteria. You're
It's
just
not
kind of
like
looking.
mom pulled a whole ass hog out of her pocket.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say whole hog out of her ass.
Yeah.
I mean, close enough.
But no,
So Eula's eating it.
it is edible and it is fine. It is warm and it is filling. It is just not. It is
It's not
missing
that-
that secret
it's
ingredient.
missing that special Eula touch.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Like soup.
But it's not like. It's a good staple. It fills you up. It's not bad.
I mean that shit with a content smile on my face is really happy that I have my brother's back. Them two bitches are just being rude.
We're not being rude. We're eating it.
We're eating it. We're not saying anything about it. We are eating it.
My mom can cook.
No, but I definitely am looking at Kai and watching him just kind of being like,
I gave Eula a look like that once. I'm like eating it. You know, like eating a bagel in the morning when I'm bored.
I'm eating it because I need food.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like I'm not really thinking about it. It's just eating.
Yeah. See? We're doing great, guys.
Okay.
So, what are we doing today?
So you DM talking or NPC?
What are we doing today?
Okay, honestly, I'm kind of done.
I was going to get ready to leave.
Are you guys heading out soon?
We probably should.
Don't know of any reason to stay around any longer. But I don't believe that we have the biggest voice in the matter on this.
You could stay around for half a day. Leave around noon. Talk about what y'all want to do.
It's not the smartest just to go there right now.
Surely the court has to be a court of something. We're not just going to walk in and be like, hey, what the fuck's up?
It's not the easiest to just walk into any court, even if you have an invitation.
Going to the court. That was a joke. I'm sorry.
It's pretty easy to walk in a court. You just commit a crime.
Yeah, they just need to not fucking see me.
Mm-hmm. Or see, or create a really big crime where they have to see you.
Hey, Jack, how many buckets do you have?
You're not the scatter.
How many buckets you got on this bin? Elaine wakes up with a bucket on her head.
It's the Sorry.
Bucket.
You love us.
I do. You guys come up with some funny shit, but like, damn.
Well, I guess we could get all of our information together that we have so far. Make sure everyone's on the same page about everything and get ready to go.
Sounds good to me.
Also would like to note, how did Aaron sleep last night? I guess you stayed with him?
Yeah, he did some meditation, but we were mainly up all night working on learning some spells. He did his 4-hour meditation thing.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure he got rest.
Yep. Said the garden was very pretty, reminded him of a meadow.
Nice.
Simp. I'm kidding. He's not actually a simp. He's very
nice
casual.
boy. We love the nice boy.
He's a very casual friend to Meadow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ajax kind of would have pulled you a bit to
My book.
I was like, what?
Yes, I would.
roll a perception check for me.
Perception, you're saying?
Advantage because of business.
What? It's my shit. I didn't think I'd have to actually be doing things. I wouldn't be guiding myself in a tree.
That is true.
Because I'm like, it's my shit.
I'm a chick for the guidance. I guide myself on anything. If I think I'm about to eat a bite
no.
of something suspicious, guidance. You just saw like Eula before every bite just goes.
Okay.
Not right.
Let me see what I get.
You got a nat 20, didn't you?
Yes, that's just I
Oh, she had a 5. You see it.
Oh, sorry. The thing that is in the book that Elliot fucking saw immediately.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck.
It's taped.
I see.
She didn't want you to rip your paper.
That's also why I handed you a letter opener earlier in the night.
Oh,
It's a bite.
fancy. We get to cut
I have no idea what's in your thingy. I just made a guesstimate that something was in someone's thingy.
Oh, shit.
And then I said, oh, nice, it could be a book. And I was like, it's your book.
Can I help you?
You can slide it out.
Yeah. That got
Pretty good.
Whoa.
all right.
Okay.
And how
You put a lot of fucking work into that with no one knowing.
Wait till you see the back.
Oh, is it one of the?
there's nothing in the book. I'm gonna have to do things to find out what's in the back, aren't I?
Squeeze some lemon juice on there, cast some fruit sight.
No.
Do I see him open his notebook and then open his notebook with the
I mean, I'm like,
knife?
it's just like I was
Yeah, we are all at the table.
Probably
Yeah, I mean, I was
not
looking
with
at my
y'all's perspective.
Nah, like I would have
The
just
guy
been
was
like looking.
16 passive.
I wouldn't have had to like actually use my knife.
This also informs me- He said he's not like that. Like he's probably definitely like this. So
Yeah,
he
like I
could
was looking through my notes and then something I was like, what the fuck is this now? I'll just pull it out. Looking at
It also was probably just sitting there and not in a.
looking through my
Oh,
notes.
you actually had it where it was actually between two pages locked up. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I'm sitting right beside him, so if I look over, I'd see it. But I'm assuming you were on the other side of the table, so he's not just like in his book. I could definitely be like different color paper. I wasn't.
Chrissy, wake up!
I wasn't having a conversation with you. Like, you actually said Ajax pulled me to the side.
Yes, I did. Which means you wouldn't have seen
Yeah.
it. Which means. Would you call me a bitch if I said I didn't want to go right now? With you.
Go. These are serious conversations, and you're interrupting them.
But I'm also not the greatest DM in the world. I think I want some more time to recover before I try to figure out who knocked me out and drove me with those kids.
Hey, it's been years, and I still won't go back to the place I lost my generals. I can't blame you for not wanting to go back.
But I'm also going to ask you to look for me.
Always. I'll let you know if I find anything out.
The instructions through the front to back, and there's nothing on the back, so what the fuck's on the back? How do I take it down?
Now I figure this out.
I was like, there were instructions through the front to back.
There are instructions for how to read this.
Oh shit, I guess I've been trying to focus and I can't focus. Alright, never mind, I will reread. I've been trying to also pay attention to you guys. I'm sorry. Get that.
Okay, pause. We will not do anything until he reads.
Please don't. That would make me laugh.
Everyone stare him down while he reads.
Alright, I
Please
don't want
don't. Look at the ceiling. Look at the
Okay.
ceiling. Look at the ceiling.
It's a nice ceiling.
Very slow right there. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
I mean, it's slower than you, don't worry.
Go to a different room.
Yeah, I need to.
You go sit. You go sit in a room. Read your book.
Baby, go to their room.
No, I want to go to my room.
Go sit next to Bradley.
Closed by Bradley.
Sit in the chair.
Absolutely not. There's others in the chair and there are children in the DJ.
We'll sit on the children.
No.
Children. So back to me and Ajax.
Up and see two cats making out because I've seen that today.
Was it Nico and Tusser? Because they do that all the time.
No, it was Nico and Eula. They were
They're siblings.
looking at
Incest?
spaces.
Okay,
Incest is
that's what we're doing. Yeah, I'll look into it and let you know.
Okay, never mind.
And if you want, and I figure out that we need to make some moves against the person that possibly did this to you, I'll let you know and, bring you over. If you want to help out. But I'll never force you to do anything.
Keep her safe when you get there.
Always. Failed her once. Could do it again, I'm just taking myself out. She's also bonded to us this time, so
I know.
if she goes, we all go.
I know. She's still trying really hard to push herself to remember things. One of the reasons she keeps getting headaches all the time. She didn't really want to talk about it, but she's felt guilty she didn't remember.
I could tell.
Yes. And she wants to. More than just fog. At least.
She may not remember us, but we remember her. Not too much has changed. That we could tell right now.
Still early.
Still our short little healer.
You're not exactly tall either, short stack.
We're the same height, dumbass.
Okay, and I'm obviously talking about my ego.
Yeah, you do have the biggest one out of all of us.
Yeah, and he's a people pleaser. I feel like that was clever.
It was. It was.
But like it was sex.
He's just gonna kind of like shuffle in, like behind you or back to the table and just kind of be like, so, how's your family?
Are you talking about Kai, Eula, and Eris? Or are you talking about my mother, Dave, and Veronestra?
I mean, honestly, I'll take any answer.
Veronestra's doing pretty good. She finally left the house thanks to Eula taking her out of the palace. Eula's dating Veronestra now.
That one's like a natural disaster, barreling through everything.
Yeah. Dave has a girlfriend now as well. It's actually Kai's best friend.
Y'all just do friend swap? What are we doing here?
Honestly, we all, me and my siblings, somehow
Yeah,
we're
y'all are-
single to a month, all of a sudden all being together with someone.
Fuck the nobles.
Literally, folk the
Yeah,
Mhm.
learned. Guess what? You'll never believe this one. You ready?
What?
I learned that my mother has just been lying to me my whole life. Don't know what all about, but she has.
I'll be surprised. No. I'll be disappointed. Usually. Have you talked with her?
I called her out about figuring out about that war that's coming up. I then got informed we have a lot to talk about. We'll talk about it when you get back. Instead of just talking about it then. Apparently we need to talk about it after I go to the other half who wants the war. Apparently that's how this should work.
Well, you can get both perspectives. You can be a great diplomat. Surely you've had diplomat training.
Yeah.
You haven't had diplomat training.
I've had a little bit. I'm not the general of diplomatic informants, but he is my best friend, and I do some work with him. So I'm not the best in that field, but I do help out.
You think box.
Yeah.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, I figured. I also was just reading through the rest of my journal. Sorry.
So what'd you think of that?
Like you read the back?
No, I can't read the back right now. I assume because it's daytime.
Technically speaking,
Did I figure it? Is that what it is?
right.
Okay.
You can't force it.
I'm sorry.
You just stick yourself in a dark room, right?
No, because I do need some form of light. Just not
Wow.
outside.
It's really good if you just told your boyfriend things.
No.
He kind of knows where a dark room is and he knows how to create light.
I can make a dark room and I can create light.
I'm not saying anything. Anyways,
I
so
mean, I kind of also am just tired of D&D today. I'm sorry.
that's fine. Do you guys want to call it?
We don't have to, but when did the sword station?
Elliot told me how he wanted to also play Skyrim.
Before I have to go to bed to go to work.
Well, we
tomorrow.
can stop.
We can stop.
Cool. And then I will tell them about the thing. Maybe not in front of other people.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say you had to say it in front of them. I just said you could tell your boyfriend.
There with him figuring out he has something and them getting ready to talk about their next plans for leaving. They only have probably 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 4 hours till they plot to at least be starting to head on the road. Any last words from every character? Eula?
This shit needs seasoning.
Scaramouche? Do you do a fandango?
Yeah.
What's your last words?
I'll protect my family at all costs. It's what Scara always says.
And you.
I've really got to stop letting her look at my book.
Aramis, any luck
This one.
for the night?
Well, what is it?
Oh,
This one's. I wouldn't tell her she.
All right, say goodbye. Say goodbye.
That's not important.
Oh,
This rude.
Bye.
started Laura said to you.
You gonna say bye?
Bye.
Bye.